Welcome to the best gambling show on the internet. We're in the middle of June, but it's not too early to start talking about bets. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're on my Patreon before this season starts. You don't want to miss out on the money, and we were phenomenal last year. But another thing we were phenomenal on was the future bets. Last year, I ended up 6-1 on future bets. I even hit with Tampa Bay to win the Super Bowl. That was one I didn't even think was going to win when it was around week 6 or 7. I kind of gave up about that. But that's just how good this channel has been at manufacturing money for people. And I'm going to get into what I want to talk about today, because I have been thinking a lot about the future bet situation this year. And I know we don't have 16 games anymore, and that's where I want to start. The 17-game season is rattling my brain a little bit. Okay, now this doesn't really affect like people to win the division or future bets for who's going to win the Super Bowl, but I love the over-under win totals. And it is one thing that is kind of blowing my mind just a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but adding this extra game in the mix, we don't know how it's going to play out. Because with the 16-game season, those of us who do the future bets, we can plan for resting starters, no one trying week 17, or maybe a crappy team winning their last 3 games, like how the Chargers did last year. There's a lot of things that can happen, and there's a lot of variables. But I felt more comfortable with the 16-game season. So this year, I think we need a plan, and I think we need to think a little bit deeper, because this extra game is a big game changer. Let's be realistic about it. This will change the way we make our future bets. So the first thing I want to take into account is, when do you think the teams who win the division will start resting starters? Will it happen in week 17 and then week 17? Or when will it start? That's one thing I've been pondering. I think it will be the last week of the season, but who really knows? And then also, how does this change bye weeks? How is the bye week going to affect our over-under win totals? That's another thing I'm looking at. But also, the third thing, even after all these caution flags I am throwing up to you guys, the future bets are awesome, man. And it's something you should look into. Listen, we all like the quick nut. We all like getting our 3 or 4 money picks for our Sunday and Monday night game. And we like playing week by week. That's great. People were paying bills with this channel last year. That's how damn good I was. I'm not bragging, but it's realistic. I get messages every day with people thanking me. But sometimes that quick nut isn't the best option. And there's a lot of different things you can say about that. Sometimes the long game, the playing the long mode is the best way to go about it. So I will be looking at future bets. I will be looking at what we can take advantage of. I'm liking some of them, like I'm liking Cincinnati over, but it's still a risk. And as these weeks go on, before the season starts in September, I will have some up. I will do lots of YouTube videos to help with the future bets. And also, I will definitely post 5 or 6 clear future bets on my Patreon page for you guys. I haven't turned in any bet slip on the future bets yet. I've thrown around a few ideas on Patreon, but I haven't turned anything in right, yeah, because I'm still been picking a lot of meat off the soccer bone, especially the last 2 months. I've been really, really hot. So let's get to it. And I want you guys to comment below. Will you guys be doing future bets this year, or are you going to just go week by week? Hit the like button, subscribe, share the videos. The best gambling show on the internet.